Hello students, welcome to Life Sciences with Jyotishri. In the previous sessions we have discussed about the different modes of DNA replication. Now in this present module we will be discussing about the experimental proof for semi-conservative mode of DNA replication. So, what is semi-conservative mode of DNA replication? Semi-conservative mode is in which each strand of your parental helix is conserved and directs the synthesis of a new complementary progeny strand. So that is semi-conservative mode of DNA replication, and this is proved by Michelson and Stahl, and in the year 1958 they have reported the results on this experiment, which was designed to test whether double stranded DNA replicates in semi-conservative mode of DNA replication. So these are the postulates, and this is the experimental experiment that they have conducted. So initially they have labeled they have taken E. coli bacteria and they have grown in presence of heavy isotope nitrogen for many generations, that is N15 type. So they have labeled, they have grown the E. coli in a heavy nitrogen media, that is heavy isotope with N15, and was allowed to replicate in a medium, and after several generations it was allowed to replicate in a medium containing N14. You can see here the first point, that is they have taken E. coli and they have grown this E. coli in a heavy isotope nitrogen with a heavy isotope nitrogen. The culture media is with a heavy isotope nitrogen, that is N15, for many they have left it for many generations. So the coming to the second point, now the cells are heavy labeled with DNA, that is with N15. Now coming to the second step, now they have again taken this E. coli the E. coli which is having heavy isotope N15. They have left this E. coli to grow in a culture media containing light isotope of nitrogen, that is N14. So here first they have initially left this E. coli to grow in a heavy nitrogen media with N15, next in N14. Now in the third case, what did they have do? They have taken the cells, broken up to extract the DNA in order to observe the replication mode of replication of those cells of E. coli. So next, in the fourth point, they have suspended the DNA in cesium chloride solution, isn't it? So what is happening here? So what did they do? So now coming to the third step, they have extracted and analyzed the DNA molecule through cesium chloride density gradient centrifugation. So this centrifugation results are based on the density of the DNA molecule. So the centrifugation is based, as I said earlier, these results are based on the density of the DNA molecule. The heavy nitrogen media, you can see here the heavy DNA molecule is suspended at the bottom of the test tube, so that is N15 heavy isotope, and the DNA molecules of light nitrogen, they are suspended on the top, that is the third case, you can see in the red color. Now in the second case, the hybrids, that is N15 and as well as N14 strands, the hybrid DNA is suspended in between the heavy nitrogen media strands and light nitrogen media strands, isn't it? So this is purely based on the density of the DNA molecule. So now they have observed these DNA strands, they have analyzed and they have observed the strands after the zero generation. You all know that E. coli is having what do you say, it shows its growth for every 20 minutes, isn't it? So for the first 20 minutes at the zero, for the first zero generation, they have observed that all the strands belongs to the strands that they have analyzed belongs to N15 nitrogen media. You can see here this dark blue color at the zero generation, the 0 minutes. Okay, so first generation, original DNA, that is with N15 heavy nitrogen bands, heavy DNA bands. So dark blue color are N15 containing heavy DNA strands. In the next first generation, that is your first round, after 20 minutes, they have observed that, so red color indicates your N14. Here you can see red color is N14. Okay, so simultaneously, very slowly, your N15 strands are being changed into N14. Okay, so in the first round, that is the first generation, after 20 minutes, they have analyzed that hybrids are formed. So what are the hybrids? These hybrid strands contains both N15 and as well as N14 strands. So these are the hybrid strands. So in the second round, in the second generation, they have observed that so half of the strands are N14 light nitrogen media containing DNA strands, and the remaining strands are hybrid strands. So here you can see that no heavy medium containing DNA strands are present, but only your hybrids and as well as light nitrogen media containing DNA strands are present. Okay, so initially, semi-conservative mode of DNA replication shows conservative mode. So we have observed the conservative mode at the zero generation, and simultaneously it is showing semi-conservative mode of DNA replication, means more genetic modulations are new genetic modulations are added. So here in the second generation, that is the second round, they have analyzed that half of the strands are heavy, half of the strands are hybrid bands containing N14 and as well as N15 bands, and the remaining are light nitrogen medium containing DNA bands. So in the third generation, so totally the heavy chain is no more present in itself. It is not present in the second generation, but in the third round, totally 3/4 of the DNA bands are having light nitrogen medium bands, that is they are having N14 chains, light chains, and the remaining one or two, remaining the 1/4 are hybrid bands. Okay, so this is what they have proved, that DNA first initially it shows a semi-conservative mode of DNA replication. So this is the hypothesis: each DNA strand replicates semi-conservatively. So the blue color is your N15 heavy band chains, and your red color is your N14 light band chains. At the zero generation, they have observed that only the parental same genes are obtained, that is your N15 heavy DNA bands are observed. And in the first generation, after 20 minutes, they have observed that hybrids are present. And in the second generation, you can see that 3/4 of the strands are light chains, and the remaining 1/4 is hybrid chains. So this is nothing but a semi-conservative mode of DNA replication proved by Michelson and Stahl in the year 1958.